In July of 2025, a YouTuber named Cam uploaded a rather disturbing video titled "Scary Encounter While Exploring an Abandoned Airbase" to his channel Urban Normal. His channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and he often uploads footage of himself exploring various abandoned locations throughout the United States. In this particular video, Cam, along with his friend James, decided to explore an abandoned facility known as the Chownote Air Force Base, situated in Champaign County, Illinois. As the explorers began their video and entered the building, they immediately noticed that almost every structure inside was either covered in black mold or was on the verge of collapsing. Nonetheless, the duo avoided walking into these sections and cautiously began navigating their way through the building. During the initial minutes of their exploration, they also found several signs suggesting that squatters or homeless individuals might have been living inside the building. Fortunately for the duo, they didn't hear or see anything to indicate that anyone was currently inside the building with them. The duo then left that section and decided to check out the upper levels. However, as they were walking down a hallway, that's when they stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
What's really creepy too is daylight's fading. Are we going to be in here when the lights are out?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Does that say Satan?
Satan loves you.
Yo, we might have to do a paranormal in here. Let's go this way. All right. That's a stolen bike. Somebody else is here.
In the building.
Did you hear that phone call?
A phone.
A phone. B-D-D-D-D. I heard the drone of the phone.
That. Okay.
You want to go up?
Yeah, let's get out of this area. Let's go.
All right.
Find a way up.
All right. Yo, somebody else is in here.
After hearing the sound of a phone beeping, the explorers, startled by the noise, remained in their position and listened intently to pinpoint its source. During this time, they suspected that the noises might be originating from the lower sections of the building, and a squatter or a homeless individual might be responsible for causing them. The duo then decided not to investigate the noises and turned their attention to exploring the upper levels. For almost the next 30 minutes, they cautiously explored the building, occasionally pausing and listening for any footsteps to make sure that the individual wasn't following them. Luckily for the duo, they didn't hear any noises during this time, and it did appear as though the individual had probably left the building by this point. However, just moments later, as they were exploring one of the rooms, that's when they encountered something once again.
Forehead, yeah.
I don't know that. Okay. That was not us. Shh. Turn it off.
Somebody's in here. Dude, that was clear as day.
It was a door.
Do you hear that?
These are people talking.
We gotta be really careful. Somebody's in here.
Okay, so if we sit up here and kind of listen, we'll see if we can catch anything just talking.
We do have an emergency door. We can go.
Yeah. For somebody?
Yeah, I heard somebody.
Talking.
I don't know if you guys heard that loud bang, but that was insane. It was like somebody just completely crushed your door. Somebody's in here. I'm gonna head down on here.
We'll just keep going down.
I want to know what banged.
There was a door opened.
Yeah, something opened.
And it was loud.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get out of here for now. We'll come back later, maybe.
Go out the front, dude. I'm gonna take a look, but just stay there with me.
All right.
No, come on, coast is clear. Let's just exit.
All right.
As soon as the explorers heard the loud bang, they immediately froze and stared in its direction to determine its source. Disturbingly, during this pause, they also mentioned that they heard someone talking, confirming that people were indeed inside the building with them. Realizing the potential danger that they were in, they ultimately decided not to investigate or explore the building further. The duo then started making their way towards the exit, and they fortunately made it out of the building without any harm. But they did go back to the building a few hours later during the night. However, little did the explorers know that what they were about to encounter next would be far worse than anything they had encountered previously.
You know, we'll find out if what we heard earlier was either paranormal or there was someone in the building earlier.
Yeah, when we were walking around earlier, guys, we heard a massive slam somewhere down in the hallway. And this is an old building, so it could have been anything. But it is really weird that we also heard some footsteps and some other stuff, which it could have just been other people, which might just be worse.
Possible, right.
That
That could be worse. You don't know.
So, yeah, you never know with this stuff. But hopefully it's just... Fuck! Hello?
After the explorers heard someone yelling, they immediately left that hallway and began hiding inside one of the rooms, all while they heard loud bangs coming from the building. Although the duo had realized that the individual wasn't a real police officer, they still weren't sure who he was, or most importantly, what his intentions were. As a result, they remained hidden inside the room for the next several minutes, and all they could do now was hope that the individual would leave the building and wouldn't find them.
Do you see it?
I saw a flashlight. Right now.
What the fuck?
It's just teenagers talking like they're like clowns or some shit.
What is happening?
What's happening? Right now we got teenagers banging on the walls and shit on the outside. Where they go? There's They said they're gone now. Don't say anything. They said they're gone now.
Did you all hear that? It came that way. It came that way.
By this point, the explorers had been hiding inside the room for almost 15 minutes, and they decided to stop recording at some point, as they didn't want their camera to beep again and further compromise their positions. Fortunately for the duo, the situation had also significantly calmed down, and it seemed as though the group had probably left the building. The explorers, thinking that they were completely alone, started recording again, and got out of the room to continue their exploration.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think we should find out where they are and then go elsewhere, like maybe the top floor.
So just keep on heading up.
Yeah.
Okay. This floor or upstairs?
We're upstairs. We're upstairs for sure.
We're upstairs fucking around. So more or less, I'm not concerned about it now. They sound young as shit. They'll be cool about shit. They'll be cool about shit. That's why they're in here fucking with us.
Alright.
So downstairs, let's just go there. I'll finish what we're doing. That's gone.
There's more.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
I think we'll be alright. Like I say, if shit goes south, we did it.
How you guys doing? And we come in peace. We're hunting ghosts.
I hear them on their phone like.
I know. I hear them out there dialing something. They're like dialing the cops. Like, we got some weirdos in here.
Yeah.
Let's go meet those ghosts.
Let's go meet those.
Let's go meet those ghosts.
We're coming up, gentlemen.
Yeah, when we first came in, did we hear your guys' voice?
Yeah,
like,
we
yelling?
were downstairs doing an intro.
Oh, I see.
We went, fuck, dude, that was me. So y'all started with my heart out, so there you go. But you never know.
We just ran back to our cars.
Did you? Yeah.
We were like, is this some homeless tweaker? Like,
No, dude, we just had a conversation about that. We were like, dude, we're going to come in here and find a rogue crackhead.
yeah.
There's a bicycle.
have you ever
ran
ran
into one? Like a crazy guy?
We haven't.
That's signs of homeless people, but
Yeah,
we haven't
there's a
found him yet.
bicycle down.
Fortunately for the explorers, the group that they encountered inside the building wasn't a police officer or a homeless individual, but rather a group of teenagers who were simply trying to explore the building. After their brief and friendly exchange, the explorers and the teenagers went their separate ways. The duo then continued to explore the building for the next 30 minutes, and they didn't encounter each other again. They eventually ended their exploration and left the building. Nevertheless, it's still a good thing that the teenagers were merely a group of fellow explorers and were not hostile or aggressive towards Cam and James, as encounters of this nature often end with explorers being harassed or even attacked by people with sinister intentions.
Anything crazy? You guys aren't scared.
What's like the most craziest thing you've ever seen?
You guys were scared.
Dude,
We were fucking scared of you guys.
Last time we were here, we got scared and left because we came here before, like just ourselves, and like
Yeah.
we left the attic door open and we came back and it was closed. And we got
yeah,
too
see,
scared.
you never know. You never know, man.
If you've enjoyed the video so far, it would mean a lot if you considered subscribing. Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video. In March of 2015, a YouTuber named Josh uploaded a chilling video titled "Exploring an Abandoned Satanic School" to his channel, Exploring with Josh. His channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and for nearly a decade, he's been documenting footage of his adventures exploring various abandoned locations around the world. In this particular video, Josh, along with one of his friends, decided to explore an abandoned school located somewhere in the United States. It's important to note that the duo had explored the building a few months prior, and during that visit, they made some pretty shocking discoveries, from finding multiple bullet holes in casings to discovering several demonic writings and symbols spread throughout the building. Disturbingly, one of the most bizarre things they stumbled upon was in a dark room that had a setup for some type of satanic ritual. Nevertheless, the explorers remained completely undeterred and set out to explore the school again. As the duo began their exploration and entered the building, they immediately noted that the structures inside were in a terrible condition, with crumbling walls, damaged ceilings, along with debris and trash spread throughout. As they explored further, they discovered even more demonic writings and symbols that they hadn't noticed during their initial visit. Although a bit creeped out by their discoveries, they eventually dismissed them and got back to their exploration. For almost the next 10 minutes, the duo moved from one side of the building to another, and everything up to that point seemed to be going quite smoothly for them, as they didn't hear or see anything unusual, nor did they find any signs that indicated that the building was haunted. They then decided to leave that floor and went upstairs to explore the remaining parts of the building. However, as they were walking through one of the rooms, that's when they stumbled upon something extremely disturbing.
Wait, what up? Oh shit, dude. More. You see anyone in here? Making sure. See, there's more. My god, dude. See? There's even more stuff. See, who knows what goes on around here? This whole place is full of devil-worshipping people or something. I don't even know. Like, I've never seen so much stuff inside this building. The bullets, the like rust everywhere. The Silent Hill. It looks like feel like a Silent Hill.
It wasn't like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, for real.
A lot spookier.
If it was at night and I seen this, I don't even know what I would do. I would be so scared I'd probably run out. So thank God it's still daylight. So I'm not really worried about crazy people at this moment being around. But I mean, as you can tell, I mean, crazy stuff does happen here. We get out the tunnel, and here we are inside of a whole new building. Thank God, a whole new style building. Whoa. Guys, so much doors are opening and closing right now. It sounds like something tapping. It sounds like someone hitting like a wall. I know, it really does though. Of course, I'm pointing at this thing that says I like to take my ass. I know, we're filming this right now, but it's serious. It's crazy spooky.
After the explorers heard the sound of a door squeaking, they immediately froze and listened intently to identify its source. During this pause, they suspected that someone or something might be inside the building with them and was responsible for moving the door. They then decided to go towards its direction to investigate. However, as they were walking towards the noise, that's when they made a chilling discovery.
Oh my fucking god. Did you get that on tape?
No.
That is insane.
Wait for you to get it.
Oh my god, another door just closed. Oh my god. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Holy shit, we're just standing on a... Dude, upside down crosses? Oh my god. Only he can't save. Can't save. Only he can save. This is insane. We can't be here that long. We're getting back to some dangerous shit, guys. "666 devil. Upside down cross."
It's evident that multiple doors mysteriously opened on their own, only for them to forcefully slam shut moments later. When the duo went inside the room to investigate, they found nothing that could have caused the doors to move with such force. By this point, they couldn't comprehend or make sense of anything they were witnessing that day. As a result, they ultimately decided not to explore or investigate further, and they eventually decided to end their exploration and leave the building. It's still unclear how the doors had mysteriously opened and closed on their own, along with the mystery behind whether what the explorers encountered that day was paranormal. However, based on everything they witnessed within the building, it's very unlikely that the door's movement was paranormal. It's more plausible that it had moved due to the wind, especially since the building was in complete disrepair, and even the slightest breeze could have easily caused the doors to open and close. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide whether what Josh encountered during his visit was merely due to the wind, or if it was something far more sinister. In April of 2021, a YouTuber named Chris Hill uploaded a terrifying video titled "Exploring an Abandoned Central High School" to his channel Urbex Hill. His channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and he often documents footage of his experiences exploring various haunted and abandoned locations throughout the United States. In this particular video, Chris decided to explore an abandoned school known as the Central High School, situated in Cleveland, Ohio. As Chris began his exploration and entered the building, he immediately noted that the school had a very eerie atmosphere, with minimal to no natural light coming in and a deafening silence accompanying every step that he took. Nonetheless, he remained optimistic and eventually got back to his exploration. During the initial minutes of his video, he also discovered several signs suggesting that scrappers or homeless individuals might have been inside the building at some point. But fortunately for Chris, he didn't hear or see anything that indicated anyone was currently within the building with him. He then continued exploring and decided to check out the school's locker room. However, as he was walking towards the room, that's when things started to take a turn for the worse for Chris. As Chris was walking toward the locker room, a black shadowy figure suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and just moments later, it had mysteriously vanished. When he entered the room, he found absolutely no signs of the figure, as there were no footsteps or any other discernible noises. Disturbingly, when Chris was walking down the hallway, his camera might have captured the figure again, but this time, it appeared to be a set of eyes that seemed to have been staring directly at him for a considerable amount of time. But he was completely unaware of any of these details at the time. It wasn't until he went back home and reviewed the footage that he noticed the figure in the eyes. Consequently, Chris continued to explore the building for almost the next 10 minutes, and he fortunately didn't encounter anything similar during that time. He then decided to leave that part of the building and decided to explore the lower levels. However, as he was walking down the stairs, that's when he made a shocking discovery.
Already been down here. Shit. What the fuck was that?
After hearing the noises, Chris, startled by the commotion, immediately turned around and stared in its direction to determine their source. Although it's hard to say precisely what the noises were, it sounded like someone or something forcefully throwing an object from the top floor, perhaps in an attempt to lure or scare Chris. If someone was actually inside the building with him, potentially a squatter or even a homeless individual, then the situation could escalate quickly, especially since the individual likely knew the ins and outs of the building better than Chris, and could potentially be hiding, waiting for an opportunity to ambush or even attack him. Realizing the potential danger that he was in, Chris wisely chose not to investigate the noises and immediately turned his attention to exploring the lower sections of the building. However, as soon as he reached the bottom of the stairs, that's when he encountered something once again.
Fuck that. Dude, what the fuck? I hear something. What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck? The fuck is that? Someone's upstairs. Fuck. God damn it.
As soon as Chris went downstairs, he heard the noises again, and just moments later, he heard a loud banging sound. Disturbingly, if you look closely at the footage, you can clearly see what appears to be a metal object being thrown at Chris. Terrified for his life, he immediately left that floor and ran down to the basement. By this point, he couldn't comprehend or make sense of anything he was witnessing within the building. But he did, however, continue to explore the building for almost the next 15 minutes. Luckily for Chris, he didn't hear the noises during this time, and it seemed as though the situation had significantly calmed down. He eventually decided to end his exploration and leave the building. It's still unclear who or what was responsible for causing the noises, or whether the black figure was somehow behind all the commotion. Ultimately, as always, it's up to you to decide whether what Chris encountered that day was truly paranormal or merely an elaborate hoax.